You're just paranoid. Maybe you should get help or something. She laughed, rolling her eyes like I was crazy. I didn't even know what to say. My heart dropped right there in the kitchen while she scrolled through her phone like I didn't exist. She made me feel insane, like I was some insecure freak imagining things that weren't real. But deep down, something didn't sit right. For weeks, I'd noticed little changes. The way she always tilted her phone away from me. How she suddenly had late-night work calls when she worked a 9 to 5. Even the way she stopped saying, "I love you," first. But every time I brought it up, she flipped it back on me. "You're always looking for something that's not there. Why can't you just trust me? I can't breathe with all your questions." It made me feel small. Like I was the one ruining things. Like I was pushing her away with my doubts. But I wasn't stupid. And I wasn't paranoid. I just hadn't seen the messages yet. Not until that night. Not until I found her hidden chat folder. We'd been together for 3 years. In the beginning, it felt like a dream. We met through mutual friends, and things moved fast. Within weeks, we were spending almost every night together. She was sweet, funny, and always made me feel like I was her top priority. She'd text me good morning, FaceTime me at lunch, and fall asleep on call with me at night. For a long time, I honestly thought I'd found the one. We talked about getting a place together, even joked about future kids. Our families met, and everyone thought we were solid. And for a while, we were. But around the start of this year, something shifted. She got promoted at work, something she was super excited about, but with that came long hours, corporate dinners, and a lot of sudden work trips. She stopped picking up my calls right away. Started responding with one-word texts. I chalked it up to stress. Then she started locking her phone. She never used to do that. When I asked, she snapped, "Everyone has a passcode. Don't make it a big deal." So I didn't. But the late-night messages started. I'd see the screen light up at 1 a.m. while she was half asleep and quickly turn it face down. She changed her social media passwords, turned off read receipts, and suddenly always had her phone on silent. When I brought up how distant she felt, she accused me of being clingy. That I was insecure. That I was making problems where there were none. So I backed off. I gave her space. But the more I pulled away, the more she disappeared into her own little world. Until one night, I was home alone, and her iPad, synced to her phone, lit up. And everything changed. It started with the little things. She used to leave her phone anywhere, on the couch, on the nightstand, in the bathroom while she showered. Now, it was always glued to her hand or face down and silent. If it buzzed, she'd casually swipe it away without looking. She stopped calling me pet names. No more. Babe. No more. Love. Just my name. Cold. Distant. Like I was a stranger she tolerated. Then came the new coworker. Jason. She mentioned him once in passing. "Oh, Jason helped me with that project." Then twice. Then every day. She'd laugh at texts that I couldn't see, say, "It's just Jason being dumb," and put her phone away like it was nothing. But it didn't feel like nothing. She started dressing different too, more makeup, tighter clothes, saying it was for confidence at work. I didn't say anything. I wanted to believe her. I started checking the time she said she'd be home against when she actually came in. Always later. Just traffic. Ran into a friend. Stayed to finish work. The math never added up. I remember lying awake one night while she showered. Her phone lit up on the dresser. "Missed call, Jason Speechalloon." She never had emojis next to names. Not even mine. I felt a pit in my stomach. But I told myself, "You're overthinking. Don't snoop. Don't be that guy." Still, I couldn't sleep. I started having this constant anxiety. Tight chest, sweaty palms, racing thoughts. Was I crazy? Was I just insecure? Every time I asked her what was going on, she flipped it on me. "Why don't you trust me? God, you're so paranoid." You always ruin everything with your doubts. And for a while, I believed her. Until the iPad gave me the truth she never would. That night, I couldn't sleep again. She had gone to dinner with her team and didn't get home until nearly midnight. She smelled like wine and had glitter on her neck. I didn't ask. I just watched her walk straight to the shower, humming like nothing was wrong. Then I noticed it, her iPad. She rarely used it, but it was synced to her iMessages and Instagram. And for the first time in months, she left it on the coffee table. My heart was pounding. My hands were shaking. I didn't want to do it. But I had to know. I opened the iPad and went to messages. At first, nothing. Then I scrolled past our conversation, and there it was. Jason. Dozens, no, hundreds of messages. Photos. Inside jokes. Hearts. Nicknames. And things that made my stomach turn. I wish I could fall asleep next to you instead of him. Last night was perfect. I can still feel you. He's so clueless, LOL. My throat closed up. My hands were ice cold. I scrolled and scrolled, each message like a stab to the chest. Voice notes. Selfies. Plans. Even I love yous. She had another relationship, right under my nose. I snapped a photo of the screen. Waited. When she came out of the shower in her towel, smiling, I just looked at her and said, "So, who's Jason?" She froze. Completely. Then tried to laugh. "Oh my God, are you serious right now? You're being paranoid again." I didn't say anything. I just turned the iPad toward her. The screen still open. Messages still glowing. Her face dropped. Color drained. She didn't even try to deny it this time. She just said, "You weren't supposed to see that." She stood there dripping wet, wrapped in her towel, staring at the screen like it might disappear if she blinked hard enough. "You weren't supposed to see that." That's all she said. No apology. No explanation. Just caught, and mad that she got caught. I stared at her, waiting. Waiting for her to break down, beg, say it was a mistake. Instead, she rolled her eyes and whispered, "It didn't mean anything. I was just confused." Confused? Confused doesn't sound like I love you. Confused doesn't keep a secret relationship going for months. I felt something inside me snap. All the gaslighting, all the lies, all the nights I thought I was going crazy, I wasn't paranoid. I was being played. "I wasted 3 years on you," I said quietly. She walked toward me, arms out like she could fix this with a hug. "Wait, we can talk." I stepped back. "Don't touch me." She started crying. Suddenly now she cared. "It was just emotional at first. I didn't mean for it to go that far." I laughed. A bitter, hollow laugh. "You meant every word you typed. Every time you said you were working late, you were with him. You didn't just cheat on me. You made me doubt my own sanity." She sank onto the bed, crying into her hands. I went to the closet. Grabbed a bag. Started packing. She asked me to stay. To talk. Said we could fix it. I looked her dead in the eyes and said, "The version of me that trusted you died tonight. And I'm not staying here to bury him." Then I walked out. And I didn't look back. It's been 6 months since that night. At first, I was angry. Then numb. Then just tired. I replayed everything. Every moment I ignored my gut. Every time I let her words override my instincts. I kept thinking, how did I not see it sooner? But the truth is, I did. I just didn't want to believe it. I wanted to believe the girl I loved wouldn't betray me like that. I wanted love to be enough to fix things that were already broken. What I've learned is this. If someone makes you feel crazy for asking questions, there's a reason. If your gut says something's off, listen. Even if you don't have proof yet. Because love isn't supposed to feel like anxiety. It isn't supposed to make you question your worth every day. I've started healing. Therapy's helped. So has time. I've learned to trust myself again. That's the biggest thing she tried to take from me, and the one thing I'm never letting go of again. If I could go back, I wouldn't change how much I loved her. I'd just stop excusing the signs when she stopped loving me back. So to anyone reading this, wondering if they're being paranoid, you're not. You're just paying attention to the silence between the lies. As for her, she texted me a few weeks ago. Said she missed me. That she messed up. That she wanted to talk. I didn't reply. Not because I hate her. But because the person I was when I loved her doesn't live here anymore. And that silence? That's my closure.